Hello everyone. Today we will discuss types of immunity. So the immunity is two types. Immunity is two types. First one innate immunity. Second one acquired immunity. Immunity is two types. Innate immunity. Innate immunity. Second one, first one innate immunity. Second one acquired immunity. Acquired immunity. Innate immunity and acquired immunity. So the types of immunity, the immunity is two types. First one innate immunity, second one acquired immunity. First one, so the innate immunity they contain 5 types of the barriers like physical barriers, second one physiological barriers, third one cellular barriers, third one cellular barriers. So the innate immunity is two types. So they are the cellular immunity, physical barriers, physiological barriers, and third one cellular barriers, and fourth one cytokinin barriers. Cytokinin barriers, innate immunity. So they are the different types of the barriers: physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, and cytokinin barriers. Next one, acquired immunity is two types: active acquired immunity, passive acquired immunity. Immunity is acquired immunity is two types. Active acquired immunity, active acquired immunity. Second one passive acquired immunity, passive acquired immunity. Passive acquired immunity. First one active acquired immunity. So these are the two types: natural active acquired immunity. Natural active acquired immunity. Second one artificial active acquired immunity. Next one passive immunity also two types. Passive immunity also two types: natural passive immunity, natural passive immunity. Next one artificial passive immunity. Passive immunity. Artificial passive immunity. So they are the types of immunity. The types of immunity, first they are the two types. One is the innate immunity, second one acquired immunity. Innate immunity means in born time, the born time defense is called as innate immunity. Acquired immunity means after birth the immunity is called as acquired immunity. Innate immunity means birth time immunity is called as innate immunity. Acquired immunity means after birth they are requiring the immunity, so they are called as acquired immunity. So the innate immunity they are presenting on the physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, and cytokinin barriers. Next one acquired immunity. So they are the two types: First one active acquired immunity, second one passive acquired immunity. Active and passive acquired immunity. So the active acquired immunity, they are the two types: natural active acquired immunity, artificial active acquired immunity. Next one passive acquired immunity. So they are the natural passive acquired immunity and artificial passive acquired immunity. So today we will discuss innate immunity. Today we will discuss innate immunity. First one, innate immunity. Innate immunity means in born time there are defense of immune system. In born time the defense of immune system is called as innate immunity. So they are all the living organisms, all the organisms, they are presenting on the born time the immune system. So they are called as innate immunity. So they are the non-specific immunity. It is a non-specific. It is a non-specific immunity. It is a non-specific immunity. Next one. So the innate immunity, they are presenting on the few barriers like physical barriers. Second one physiological barrier. Third one cellular barriers. Fourth one cytokinin barriers. First one physical barriers. First one physical barriers. First one physical barriers. So the physical barrier means, so the physical barriers, they are presenting on the skin and mucous membrane. Physical barriers, it is present in skin and mucous membrane. Skin and mucous membrane. Skin and mucous membrane. So the skin function, so they are the prevention of pathogens, prevention of microbes do not enter into the body. Skin function, so the prevention of microbes do not enter into the body. Prevention of microbes. Microbes, prevention of microbes. So the microbes means bacteria, virus, fungi. So they try to entering into our body, but the skin prevention of entry of microorganisms. Next one, the mucous membrane. So this mucous membrane function trap the microbes, trap and killing the microorganisms. So the mucous membrane function trap the microbes and killing the microbes. So they are the trap the microorganisms and killing the microorganisms. So they are the physical barriers. Physical barriers means, so they are the skin and mucous membranes. Skin and mucous membranes are the physical barriers. So these physical barriers function. So the first skin prevention of microbes do not enter. Microbes do not enter into our body, protecting the skin. Next one, the mucous membrane. So this mucous membrane trap the microorganisms, killing the microorganisms. So they are the physical barriers. Next one, second one, physiological barriers. Second one, physiological barriers. Physiological barriers. So the physiological barriers means, so they are the our stomach, they are presenting on the HCl. Stomach contain HCl. Stomach contain HCl. Saliva contain lysozyme. Mouth, saliva. Eyes, tears. So they are the physiological barriers: stomach, hydrochloric acid; mouth, saliva; eyes, tears. So they are the physiological barriers. The stomach containing HCl, hydrochloric acid. So they are the highly acidic. So they are the killing to the bacteria in the stomach. Next one, the mouth presenting on the saliva. The saliva containing enzyme lysozyme. The saliva contain saliva and tears contain a enzyme lysozyme. Enzyme lysozyme. So this lysozyme killing to the foreign particles, killing the microbes, killing the bacteria, virus. So they are the eyes contain the eyes releasing to the tears. The tears contain enzyme lysozyme. The saliva contain enzyme lysozyme. So this lysozyme killing to the foreign particles. Next one, the skin contain oil and sebum. The skin contain oil and sebum. So the skin temperature, the oil and sebum, they are maintain the pH 3 to 5. Maintain the pH 3 to 5. So this pH, so they are do not growing the microbes. Do not growing the microbes. So they are the physiological barriers. Next one, third one, cellular barriers. Third one, cellular barriers. Next, third one, cellular barriers. Cellular barriers. Cellular barriers means the mononuclear phagocytes. Mononuclear phagocytes like neutrophils, monocytes, and natural killer cells. Natural killer cells of blood. Next one, the tissues contain macrophages. Tissues contain macrophages. So they are the killing to the foreign particles. So they are the cellular barriers, neutrophils and monocytes, neutrophils, monocytes. Next one, natural killer cells. So next one, the tissues contain cells. So these cells, they are killing to the phagocytos. They are eating to the foreign particles like bacteria, virus, fungi. So like they are eating to the foreign particles. So they are the cellular barriers. Last one, cytokinin barriers. Fourth one, cytokinin barriers. Cytokinin barriers. So the cytokinin barriers means, for example, so these are the tissue. So they are the one tissue. The tissue contain cells. So they are the cells. So they are the cells. So these cytokinin barriers, they are like example interleukins. Example interleukins. Interleukins. For example, so this cell is infection. So this cell is infection. So this cell is infection. So this tissue, one cell is infection. So these interleukins function. So they are protecting to the neighbor cells, protecting to the surrounding cells. So these interleukins protecting the surrounding cells. So they are called as cytokinin barriers. Cytokinin barriers. So they are the innate immunity. So the innate immunity, they are presenting on the 4 types of the barriers: physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, and cytokinin barriers. Physical barriers are the skin and mucous membrane. Physical barriers, skin and mucous membrane. Physiological barriers, stomach contain HCl, saliva contain lysozyme, tears contain lysozyme. So they are killing to the foreign particles. Next one, cellular barriers, neutrophils, monocytes, and natural killer cells. So they are the cellular barriers. Next one, cytokinin barriers like interleukins. So these interleukins, so they are protecting to the neighbor cells. So the one cell is infection, one tissue, one cell is infection. So the interleukins protecting to the surrounding cells. So they are the innate immunity. Next class we will discuss acquired immunity.